Taurus, this September is bringing some promising changes to your personal life. That's because we have Venus finally moving direct in the sign of Leo, so any personal or family issues that came up, particularly since the end of July, are likely going to be improving in September. We do also have some exciting prospects for you in your love life and maybe even in your creative ventures, as we have the Sun and Mercury coming together in Virgo. We actually have a new moon in Virgo as well, which is followed by Mercury going direct in Virgo, which feels like there are new beginnings for you romantically or creatively that could really be coming in the form of conversations or messages around the middle of September. I have just a touch of housekeeping before we get too far in today's video. We are in Virgo season after all. For those of you who are returning to this channel, it's great to see you again. Welcome back. I'm actually uploading a lot more on my other social media accounts, and honestly, by my own admission, I've been pretty vacant online for a while. A big irony of my life is I'm actually not a huge social media person at all. It's just been a wonderful vehicle to do this work, and I would really appreciate anyone who is on these other platforms to also follow me on there as well. I'm actually really enjoying the shorter format. It feels more engaging and it helps me put out information more quickly. So definitely consider following me there. You can find all of my links for social media accounts in the description of this video, alongside links for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions. For those of you who are new to this channel, hello, welcome. My name is Michael, and I utilize tarot and tropical astrology to intuit monthly forecasts for your zodiac sign. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and the bell notification so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. So the first card that just came out for you, Taurus, is actually the Hermit, and this is coming out from the past. So a lot of you have been in a very introspective energy. A lot of you have been focused kind of behind the scenes or internally. And this really does make sense because we have had Venus going retrograde since the end of July in the most private part of your chart. Leo energy for you represents your fourth house of home, family, and really your personal life and even your emotions. So I think you've really been spending some time at home or just in quiet, in isolation, really reflecting on things and reconnecting with your light. Maybe you've needed to do this and kind of break away from family or from other people, but all of this has been very worthwhile with the Page of Cups coming up next, because I feel like you have healed something. Your heart is just feeling renewed in some way. There is also, I really do feel it. Like, I really feel like there is romance in your life this month. Someone is very interested in you. I think someone has a crush on you, and you might have been feeling so alone, or like no one is noticing you or no one sees you. But Taurus, I promise you, there is someone who is interested in you. I really feel that for the majority of you. For those of you who are in relationships, this could represent finding that romance in that relationship again, or really feeling more connected or bonded with a partner, or even just a close friend for those of you who aren't really interested in romance. I do also just find it interesting that the Hermit is coming out with the Page of Cups, because the Hermit represents Virgo energy. And again, it is Mercury and the Sun coming together in Virgo that feels like it's bringing new communication, new ideas, and new romantic offers to you. And also the new moon in Virgo on the 14th, again, could be bringing in some romance or a good time to manifest relationships for those of you who are single. So really interesting to kind of see that as a synchronicity there. We do also have the Three of Pentacles here as well, so you could be collaborating or hard at work. Again, for those of you who are creative, this very well could signify a creative collaboration or working together on some sort of project with like-minded people. I do also see this as things going steady at work or finding harmony again. People are working together, and you might have needed to take some time because things were dysfunctional, or people just weren't doing their job, or people weren't doing their part. And now you're in this place where things are happening. People are working together. There's more collaboration. There's more synergy. And I don't even feel like that's just between people. It just feels like wheels are turning, cogs are turning, the parts are moving together again. And honestly, September very much is a gear shift month. We've had a lot of retrograde planets over the summer, or at least the summer for the northern hemisphere. And now as we move into the autumn months, we're experiencing more planets moving direct. We have Venus moving direct at the beginning of September. Mercury is going direct in the middle of September. We also have the outer planets that are starting to move forward as well. So there really is this increasing momentum. There is something that is building, and it's starting in September. And I really do feel like you are building something, Taurus, and you might be building with other people. So that's very interesting. What is the Three of Pentacles actually about? Let's clarify. What is the Three of Pentacles about? What is the Three of Pentacles about? That's too many. Show me clearly, please. Let's try again. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Taurus? Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Taurus? I literally just said this. The Five of Swords, some of you did have to walk away from a group of people and you had to go into hermit mode. But now I feel like people are working together again. Or maybe there are other people who have walked away from the same situation or similar situations that you have been in, and you are now working together. There's a couple of ways that could look, but I do feel like something is more productive now, especially if things felt deadlocked or like there wasn't really moving forward, there was no winning in a situation. You are now working together with other people. And we do have the Knight of Pentacles here as well. So there does seem to be an increase in stability or financial gain for many of you, which we love to see. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you have just been cultivating beauty and maybe even beautifying your home and focused on spaces that feel rejuvenating to you or nourishing to you. I really do feel like a lot of you have been in hermit mode, and you'll have to let me know in the comments down below if this is you, because I really feel like you're starting to come out of your shell. And honestly, you've just been enjoying your own company, your own energy. And that might be why you are now attracting attention. Because very often when we give attention to ourselves and love to ourselves, the universe reflects that in another person. What else do we have for Taurus? Show us clearly, please. Wow, the Ten of Cups. I'm just going to say this. I feel like a lot of you are getting into a very serious phase of a relationship, or you are meeting someone who has a very strong potential of being a long-term partner. And I mean, even with Venus in your fourth house of home and family, and all of this energy moving through your fifth house of romance and passion, I feel like there's a relationship that could become a marriage, or that could become something very domestic. Maybe some of you are moving in with a partner, or you will move in with someone you are meeting. I feel like there's just this shared life that is being cultivated, or that's something that's very much on your mind in the month of September. And that honestly just makes perfect sense to me. And I think it's actually been something that you've kind of been thinking a lot about, especially over August and even the end of July. And if there have been some hard or challenging cycles in your relationships, it feels like you're merging back together and you're in a more stable place now. Yeah, the King of Cups, so much emotional stability here too. And honestly, when I see the King of Cups, I really do think of this as a person who makes like an ideal partner. Because this is someone who's very emotionally intelligent. This is someone who's very aware of emotions, but not necessarily going to be super reactive to their own emotions either. And this could be energy that you are embodying. This could be energy of someone you are connecting with, or it could be a shared energy. I do get some water here, so we could be connecting with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Could also be a Virgo energy with the Hermit as well. Interesting. We have the Devil with the Tower. I feel like a lot of you are being broken out of a self-imposed prison, or you are breaking yourself out of a self-imposed prison. Because sometimes when we see the Tower, it's actually a very welcome thing, because it indicates something breaking down that could have been like a prison. And then when we saw the Devil, it pretty much confirmed to me, like, yes, there is something that Taurus is being freed from, or freeing themselves from. And this actually makes a lot of sense to me, because we do have a full moon in Aries, which is the 12th house, the house of the subconscious, spirituality, and your bad habits. Some of you are breaking an addictive or dysfunctional cycle. And that could be happening right at the end of the month with the full moon on the 29th. And I feel like with the Tower, there might be this catalyst moment. There might be a breaking point. There might be something where it's like, I just can't do this anymore. I can't do this to myself. I need to change. What does this Devil represent? What does the Devil represent? Interesting. You are breaking out of old codependent patterns. I'm also getting a very specific message, and you are, this just isn't going to apply to all of you, but for some of you, you've had a habit of falling in love with unavailable people, maybe people who are monogamous and partnered, or people who are just otherwise unable to connect to you, or commit to you. You're getting out of situationships. And that might be because there is a new person in the picture. That might be because you are in a relationship that is becoming more stable, and it's helping you resolve a pattern. And the Three of Wands. You're just looking forward. I feel like you've done a lot of internal work, Taurus. You've done a lot of work behind the scenes. And now you are starting to see signs of progress. And new opportunities start to reveal themselves to you and come in with the Three of Wands, these ships coming into the horizon. Honestly, this is really beautiful energy. Are there any other messages, any other blessings for Taurus? I feel like it's been a pretty positive reading, actually. Even though we've had the Tower and the Devil come out together, I really genuinely feel like this is breaking of a pattern that's keeping you from connecting on the heart or soul level that you yearn to. Are there any other blessings coming in for Taurus? We have the High Priestess. There's a lot of spiritual blessings that are coming in. Your intuition is divinely blessed and guided this month, particularly at the end of this month, with the full moon in Aries. There could be something that is being revealed to you, a secret that is being revealed. And there's more harmony and more healing with Temperance. This is harmonious relationships. Relationships that bring out your best qualities. You've been in relationships in the past or in a pattern of relationships where you bring out the worst in each other or you activate each other's wounds. And now the cycle is changing where there is healing and there is harmony. I'm really getting a lot of integration, and it's almost like your body is becoming a vessel for your soul in a more clear way. Your soul is flowing into you more clearly. Or you are a clear channel. Because when I think of the High Priestess, I'm actually hearing temple right now. Like there is something about your body, your temple, becoming a host to your spirit. Some of you are also looking into energy healing as well. That's interesting. And I think you could be focused on mindfulness or healing routines, especially as we get into Libra season at the end of this month. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're in all new cycles. You have broken a cycle, or you are breaking a cycle. And you are finally experiencing the love that you deserve, the love that you've longed for. And I feel like you are just very lucky this month, Taurus. And I mean, you do have Jupiter in your sign, and Jupiter is getting pretty lit up this Virgo season. And again, there's just a lot of passion, there's a lot of fire, there's sparks in the air for you, Taurus. There really, really is. And it's honestly looking like a really great month to be a Taurus. I'm going to pull an animal card for all of you, just to kind of finish up here. What is the animal energy that Taurus should embody? What is the animal energy that Taurus should embody? We do have the fire ants. Again, it feels like there has been some tension, and like maybe you have been at the center of it. Actually, when the Fire Ants card comes out, it does talk about taking some time to cool off. And I think that's just something that you've needed to do. And by doing that, the colony, the people you are working with are able to work together again. And also just like focusing on what is best for the collective, what is best for my family, what is best for the people closest to me. You're thinking about we more. What other energies should Taurus embody? Any other animal messages for Taurus? Show us clearly, please. Any other animal messages for Taurus? Any other animal messages for Taurus? Any other animal messages for Taurus? Beautiful. So we have the sea serpent, which is all about the sacral chakra. So this is about sensuality, but also creativity, expression, honestly, all of the things that Virgo represents to you, being your 5th house of creativity, passion, and romance. But the sea serpent also talks about being present regardless of how we are feeling, just allowing our emotions to be. And maybe that is something that you are experiencing in a relationship. Maybe there is this unconditional presence. Maybe you are being unconditionally present with your own emotions, or maybe you even need to be unconditionally present to somebody else. But that is just a theme that is coming up, this unconditional presence or unconditional love. And I think that's kind of breaking that situationship energy some of you may have been stuck in. And then we also have the Gazelle, which is a very beautiful, graceful energy. When I think of Gazelle, I think of just elegance and enjoying the finer things, enjoying art, beauty, taking care of yourself. The one thing with the Gazelle is that it's very aware, almost hyper aware. And I see that with the High Priestess. Your intuition is very, very strong. But the thing is that sometimes this can border onto hypervigilance or looking out for threats where you may not need to. I think you can actually trust. And if you do find yourself in an anxious state or in an activated state, then definitely be sure to ground, become present. Stop trying to focus so much on the future and just become more in the now. And also by taking care of your body, again, taking care of your temple. I know that comes up with Gazelle, nourishing yourself with good food and a good home. I know that's actually in the book, and that's interesting because that feels appropriate to the Leo energy we've talked about for you, your 4th house energy of home, family, beautifying your home, and really connecting with your artist as well, or your inner artist, I should say, your inner creative. And I feel like you are just so elegant this month. And those are all the messages I am getting for you this month, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful. Definitely be sure to hit like and subscribe, especially if you've made it this far, if you made it to the end. You can find all of my links in the description box down below for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, as well as all of my other social media accounts. I would love to hear from all of you in the comments. Definitely share this video if you feel like this is meant for somebody else as well. All of your support helps this channel grow, and I'm just so grateful for that. And I will see you next time. Take care, Taurus, and have a happy and blessed September.